Hello and thanks for streaming with us on March 11th. I would like to express my happiness on this wonderful day to all who loves Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing on him every day. Imam Khamenei made the remarks in a live address on Thursday on the occasion of Eid al-Mab'as, which marks the appointment of Muhammad ibn Abdullah as the Prophet of Islam in the 7th century. The Supreme Leader of Islamic Revolution said enemies are presently focusing on a notion which they refer to as political Islam, and has found its embodiment in a political system of the Islamic Republic of Iran. He said this notion of political Islam is what the late founder of the Islamic Republic, Imam Khomeini, accomplished in Iran, which made it the target of enemies' hostilities. Outlining the various aspects of the influence of religion of Islam on a people's life, he said the late Imam revived those social and political aspects of religion in the form of Islamic Republic, which caused all the evil powers to unite against it as a unified front. The leader also noted that the Islamic Revolution experienced hostilities from the very first day of its initiation, which basically came from the US and then a number of other countries as well. The U.S. Special Inspector General for Afghanistan Reconstruction, John Sepko, has warned over Afghanistan's situation, saying that the state remains under threat and that all is not well in the country. Right now, that state is under threat in the wake of the February 2020 withdrawal agreement. All is not well, Sepko said. Taliban attacks have actually increased since the agreement was signed, as have assassination of prominent officials, activists, journalists, aid workers, and others. Sepko said that a Taliban offensive on Kandahar city last October, as peace negotiations were ongoing, may well have succeeded were it not for U.S. air support. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Wednesday said that the United States so far hasn't made a decision on the May 1st deadline for the withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan. We boost diplomatic efforts in Afghanistan ahead of the May 1st deadline, Blinken told the House of Committee on Foreign Affairs. Blinken said the U.S. wants to see progress in terms of the Taliban's commitment to disassociate from al-Qaeda. Uzbekistan's Foreign Minister Abdulaziz Komolov called on Army Chief General Qamar Javid Bajwa in Rawalpindi. A statement issued by country's inner service public relations stated on Wednesday. The Pakistani military's media wings said that matter of mutual interest overall regional situation, including Afghan peace process and bilateral cooperation in various fields, were discussed. Iranian embassy in Kabul said in a statement that one of its employees was targeted by armed thief in Kabul city yesterday, but he was not seriously injured. According to the embassy, the thieves wanted to steal his vehicle. Turkish Deputy Foreign Minister Sedat Önal met with U.S. Envoy for Afghan Peace Zalmay Khalilzad in Doha. It comes after U.S. Secretary of State Blinken said that U.S. will ask Turkey to host a senior-level meeting between the parties to intra-Afghan talks to finalize a peace deal. Local officials in Herat province said that Iran handed over 306 Afghan prisoners, including 4 women, to Afghan officials at the Islamgala border. The officials added that each prisoner's case will be reviewed again based on Afghanistan's laws. Leader of Yemen's Houthi Ansarullah movement, Abdul Malik al-Houthi, has warned about U.S.-Israeli plots against Yemen, saying Washington wants to exploit Yemeni people and resources, as well as take control of its strategic position. Houthi said the United States was hatching a plot to target his country, just like what it did with Iraq and Afghanistan. The Yemeni leader also slammed Israel and the West for propagating Takfiri terrorism with the aim of gaining control in the region. He said the Takfiri groups are operating in parallel with the US-led Western scheme to achieve nations under the guise of fighting terrorism. The 37th edition of Iran's International Quran Competition wrapped up in Tehran on Wednesday. This year, the contest was held in a virtual form and pre-recorded performances of participants were played for the jury. The contenders were mostly from Indonesia, Nigeria, Burundi, Iran, Uganda, Pakistan, Senegal, Turkey, and Afghanistan. Iran's Charity Affairs organization organized the event every year. The final round of this edition was held in 3 sections: men, women, and Muslim seminarians. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I see you next time.